Good morning, everyone. And as you can see, Putin has sent the rain. And if you live in Britain, you'll know from the Daily Telegraph and the Daily Mail that Putin is now responsible for everything that goes wrong. And this is my next boat. I've become a bit obsessed with boats at the minute. I'm still waiting for the weather to improve, and I had a minor shipbuilding disaster with the Falanuk frigate. So I've moved on to something smaller, and I wanted to show you this before I complete it. So I can show you kind of how I've made it. And it is, of course, based on the Revell PT-160 kit, which at the minute seems to be on heavy discount. It looks like no one really wants to build 172nd boats. Now, you'll all know about the CB-90, the Swedish coastal raiding craft, because it's been given to Ukraine and it's acquired mythical status as a result in the media. Now, the CB-90 is a great assault boat. It has a front opening hatch here, and the front hinges down so troops can come out the front and raid and get back in and go away. And the CB-90 is a great piece of engineering, but it doesn't have the sea legs for what my forces need. My forces really need to be able to get around this whole area, raid pirates and bad actors here, Nicolas Cage's acting classes, all of that stuff, and then to go over to Indonesia here. So it doesn't have the sea legs that I need, and it doesn't have the capacity that I need. The CB-90 is about 18 crew, sorry, 18 dismounts plus crew. I need sort of 27. So to give the sea legs and get what's available in 1 in 72nd for a cheap budget price, I came across the PT-160 kit. I've built some PT boats before. I really like them, and this is my take on the modernised sea naval raider. This is the RAB C from Nesbitt and Sons. Now, I don't know what happened to the RAB A or B. They probably sank in prototype testing. But anyway, the RAB C is the production version. And I've tried to make this so that it is capable against drones and protecting the crew against drones. Now, some of this isn't 100% finished, so this lifts off. This is the anti-drone mesh, which is Amazon fly mesh. And then, as you can see, I've got my sort of raised passive reactive armour anti-drone stuff on here. Now, drones, but these boats, when they're used uncrewed, UASs I think they're called, uncrewed sea systems or something like that, but they are now vulnerable to the Russian Lancet drones. So I've tried to give this a degree of protection against drones, and that starts really with quite a low profile, fast speed, new engines. This has got a gas turbine and a diesel. Diesel for cruising, gas turbine for speed, driving water jets underneath, so no propellers to get fouled up there in coastal areas. And I've given it active protection, so we've got the expanded trophy system here from Revell with the active protection launchers here. So I think it's one of the few boats which will have active protection. It's got a radar here so you don't bump into things, forward-looking infrared turret so that you can avoid bumping into things in the dark, a SATCOM antenna on the top, an anti-drone jamming system there, a radar system to pick up drones and to guide missiles. Now, its role isn't as a missile boat, and that's where I looked at the Ukrainian drone boats, and what they've done is they've pushed the Russian Black Sea fleet further back, meaning it has to operate further back in the Black Sea. It's still active, but it has a lot of constraints that it didn't have prior to the sinking of the Moskva and basically Russian incompetence destroying half of their fleet. So the idea of this is that it's not a kamikaze boat. There's enough suicides already in the world. And really, my enemies that I'm facing are not... I don't need to be on the lower end of the asymmetric picture because I've got the air power in the what if and the sea power in the what if, that I'm actually the, if you like, on the bigger end, the target end of the asymmetric spectrum. But what I wanted to do is to have a rapid raiding and assault craft, which builds on the idea of the kind of Ukrainian drone boats, but it's protected against incoming drones because the Russian Lancets have started to be used against the Ukrainian drone boats and they're starting to destroy them. I also wanted it to have active protection, so you've got active protection here. You've got this rear area here with a 12.7 minigun, 12.7 50 cals, and then you've got the capability to have loitering munition launchers here or missile launchers. So these I've taken from a Chinese HJ-10, but they're my generic missile drone launchers. So it can both avoid drone threats by its sort of stealthy shape, really low profile, and speed. And then it's got protection built in should a drone get close. Got the drone jammers, the radar here, can send up its own loitering munitions or missiles to support the troops who land. So I've tried to kind of build on that Ukrainian drone boat theme and the CB-90 theme and give it a lot more sea legs. So this is a bigger boat than the CB-90. You've got much better provisions there for crews on longer endurance missions, again using the AI, the MadBot AI system. And the whole idea is that these can sneak around, go up to those bad acting classes, disgorge their troops through the front ramp, and this front section here would hinge down for like steps, and then they can remount, and then the whole thing can pull itself away. Should they need fire support on landing, they've got the miniguns, the 50 cals. There will probably be a forward facing remote weapon station which will be sat a bit raised here, but I've run out of those at the minute. And then they can support the troops with the loitering munitions and the missiles. So say they go on a raid and they come across a load of technicals with 23mm cannons, well, they can use the loitering munitions to destroy those. So I've tried to cater for a lot of things. I wanted to show you it before it was built, just to kind of show the construction techniques. It's all plastic hard on the Revell hull. Not much of the Revell kit actually used at all. I will add some of those life ring things on as well. And I hope you like it. I'll get this painted as soon as the weather alleviates. Take care, stay safe, bye.